Hey everybody, it's Nikki from The Weird Life of Us. Today is Monday, which means it's grocery shopping day for us. Where we are in Wollongong, it's absolutely pouring with rain today. It's quite heavy, so we decided to go to the local shopping centre, which has got undercover car parking, instead of going to our local Aldi, which has got an open car park, just because I really just didn't want to have to deal with the weather. So today we actually went to Coles and the local greengrocer that's in the shopping centre. Our plan is a little bit different this week. We've got a lot of stuff that's going to bulk up the pantry or that's going to be cut up and to go into the freezer. And a lot of it's going to go with the bulk meat, marked down meat that we bought last week as well. So we didn't buy any meat at all this week. We will be using the meat that we got marked down last week, which is in the freezer, and we did get that big bulk bag of chicken breasts as well. So this week's shop came to $139 at Coles, and we had a $10 off voucher, so it actually came into $129, which is awesome, and $66 at the greengrocers. But like I said, we've bought a few things in bulk that we will be putting in the pantry and in the freezer, and we'll be using those over the Easter long weekend, which is coming up very shortly. So I'm going to turn this around and show you guys what we bought from Coles first for $129, and then I'll show you what we bought from the greengrocers for $66. Okay, from Coles we've got 9 litres of milk, and I picked up the coconut milk and some almond milk for me, which was on special. They were marked down to $2 each. So when Coles have those on special, I will often buy quite a few of those to put in the pantry because I prefer to have non-dairy, whereas the kids have the full dairy. We also bought some Wheat Bix, 2 for $5 with the juices, 2 lots of cheese, because we do like to have a lot of that in the fridge. Lots of bread. Coles have actually brought out their own light rye bread, which is $2.50. So we're giving that a try this week as well. And some cheap sandwich bread in the back there for the kids for their sandwiches for lunch. I've got 2 bags of the mixed vegetables to go in the freezer, and we will use those to flesh out meals like spaghetti bolognese, or if we're going to do a spring chicken soup or something like that. They are really cheap. They're under $2 a bag, and they make our meals go so much further. They're great value for money. I've also picked up corn, beans and peas for the freezer, and they will last us. They'll see us out the rest of the month. We have picked up some more ice cream as well, going through a bit of an ice cream phase, which is a bit naughty. Toilet paper, tissues, baby wipes, and lots and bits of pieces that we needed for the house this week, which is probably where the bulk of the cost for this shop has come. We needed a few cleaning supplies, we needed more shampoo and conditioner, toothpaste, a separate toothpaste for Charlotte. Basically everything had run out in that department, so we needed to go and replace a lot of that. So that is this week's shop from Coles. The total was $139, but we had the $10 off voucher thanks to our flybys, so the total was $129. Next up, I'm going to show you what we bought from the fruit market for $66. Alright, and this is our little haul from the greengrocers. The big tub of yogurt, which is 2 kilos, is $6.99, which is a really good price for that. Granny Smith apples and Gala apples were $2.99 a kilo. The bananas were $1.50 a kilo, so heaps of bananas there. Most of those will go in the freezer for smoothies. Stone fruit wasn't too bad. We picked up just a couple of the white nectarines for $2.99 a kilo as well. Grabbed a 6-pack of the passata sauce for bolognese and things like that. That was $6, so that's a really good buy for that one. Big bag of potatoes. Now we've still got half a bag of potatoes from last week as well. They were $3.99 a kilo. $3.99 for a 5 kilo bag. So that's a really good price. And probably what I'll end up doing is mashing some of that and freezing it. I'll also partially bake some of them and then put them in the freezer and freeze them. And then I will, when we go to use them, we'll make baked potatoes, like open baked potatoes with toppings. So they'll be partially baked for that and wrapped in foil and then put in the freezer. And then when we go to use them for a meal, I just got to put them back in the oven to finish cooking and defrost as well. 2 packets of the tomatoes. The tomatoes were $3.99 a kilo at the greengrocers. They were $7 a kilo at Coles. So I was really quite happy to come out to the greengrocers and find them so much cheaper. The corn as well was $2.99 a packet, so that's really cheap. 2 packets of kale. The kale was $1.99 each, which is a fantastic price for that. So we'll be doing some warm kale salads, probably with chicken this week. The little baby butternut pumpkins were 2 for $1, which is ridiculously cheap. So $1 worth of pumpkin there. I will probably roast those up to put in salad. So dice them and roast them to have with the warm kale salad, which will be really nice. A tray of zucchini and a tray of broccoli. They were $3.99 each as well. The big pack, I don't actually know how much this is. It feels really heavy, so it's at least 2 kilos of carrots for $2.99. And the yellow capsicums, which is a 6-pack there for $2.99 as well. They won't have terribly long left on those. So I will probably dice up 4 of those and put them in the freezer. And then I will use those in things like spaghetti bolognese, or fry them up for a pasta sauce or something like that. But they will probably get diced up, or most of those will get diced up, because I think they're going to turn rather quickly and I'm not going to get a lot of time out of those. So that was this week's grocery haul at the greengrocers. Came to a total of $66. We've got lots of fruit and veggies and heaps of stuff that's going to go in the freezer or in the pantry. So that is this week's shop, and I will see you guys next week for another grocery haul.